Okay, here's a view from our pergola, our fire ring, and right here, our big barn, view of the pit. They just moved out the big loader today, so they might be done. Maybe some cleanup they need to finish up, but they took their loader out today, Saturday, September 14th. We'll take a little walk here in a second and go show you guys what it looks like down in there. Okay, we're down here in the pit. This is where they park their equipment. They still have the excavator and their outhouse here. There was a big pile from that edge all the way back to that bank with them trees on it right there. And they've moved all that material out. Just a little bit over there that they could clean up. You can kind of see it under the arm of the excavator. There was 5 big piles right here in the center. That's where they had their screen stacking material. Over at that side, there was a big pile all the way up to that bank. There's still some stone in here from when they were screening. And then the pit run piles where my dad's been loading out of. Okay, we're over here at the hole now that we have currently. Hopefully, we can get down in there and dig us a pond in a while. Don't know when, but they never did help with any water control, so it all washed in. There's probably a foot and a half of material in the bottom now. There were some big washes. We got a big one back here. We'll walk back and show you. And there was one good one right here. Wasn't planning on running the machines today, but so I didn't have no cameras ready to video while I was working. Dad just kind of showed up and we got started, so no big deal. But we got this big wash filled in here, kind of sloped out. They never left us a road or any way to access the back, so we got down in there and started moving some material. We still need to change this slope because that's pretty good downgrade there. Slope this down some. They still got material in here if they decide to pull it up. We gotta figure out a way to move all this material from back here up on top so we can load it and get it out of here. We got this drive put in. We can get across it with the excavator and the dozer, so that'll help. It's still wet. We're at the water table. That is water that's flowing back in. It's not very deep right there. Just took it down to the sand and gravel that's underneath. You can see how wet the sand still is under here. It's tight walking on it, so that's good. As long as it ain't squishy and don't sink. Here's a view from this angle. We got some pretty good banks here. That water washes down it pretty hard. We just got to keep it from eroding too bad. Filling this back in, that's our biggest goal. If we decide to dig a pond, we don't want it all the sand and clay to fill it in and make a mess. Here's our biggest washout, our biggest ravine. We need to fill this. That started washing last February, and there's all kinds of water that comes up down through here, so moved a lot of material. Made a big old ravine down in here, moved a bunch of clay down in here. Our thought is move some of this sand in the bottom, kind of back up into the hole to start with, build a little sediment pond to hold some, catch the sediment and sand as it washes in. Then the clear water can go down to the bottom. We're going to fill it with some sand to start with, and then we'll top it with some clay and get it packed back up in there. We have to get where we can walk the machine a little further up in there and toss material further back, and we'll get it filled in and sloped out. Big old hole. Big steep banks. Kind of hard to slope them with all the sand in it. It washes out from underneath and then it just falls down, so until the vegetation gets where it holds it in, kind of at the mercy of Mother Nature. So if there's anybody that's looking for sand, pit run, hit me up. We got quite a bit of it here to sell. A lot of it's good beach type sand. There's spots that got some gravel in it, small rock. There's some that's got some clay in it. Some of it can be used for driveways. Some of it can be used to backfill around basements. Need to put a beach in around a pond. Got plenty of it here. And it's nice fine sand. That's our project we got going on. Maybe the next time I get the machine back here and start slinging some dirt in that ravine, we'll have some videos going and we can get some more video of that. Get Dad running his dozer, get that filled in and clean it up some.